Mr. Gilbert, you are advertising on baggage cards at the airport in Zurich and sponsoring Swiss skiing schools. How important is the Swiss market compared to other countries for you?
Well, probably outside the UK, the Swiss market is the most important one for us in Europe. The vast amount of wealth managed in Switzerland makes it important for us to have name awareness there, which is, of course, why we sponsor the baggage carts at Zurich Airport, and every ski school that will have us, we try and sponsor the back of the jackets and even the arms that the ski instructors put out to pull up a client. So when they fall, they see Aberdeen when they're getting up. So no, it's a very important market for us.
In 2009, you bought the Credit Suisse European Fund arm. Are there any other acquisitions planned in Switzerland in the near future?
No acquisitions planned in Switzerland, but we will continue to look globally for small bolt-on acquisitions that will help us grow our business or give us added capabilities we don't have. So that doesn't preclude us from buying in Switzerland, but we look globally and see what comes up.
Are there any concrete plans already for next acquisition?
No concrete plans at the moment. We're looking at a number of small infill acquisitions, as I would call them, which give us capabilities we don't have in the past, and obviously we'll announce them when we make them.
Swiss banks are having some problems. The bank secrecy is dissipating and margins of profit are getting smaller, especially in the private banking section. How do you see the future of the Swiss finance marketplace?
No, I think the future's good. I mean, clearly they've had problems in the last few years, but I think they're very adaptable, the private banks in Switzerland, and I think they'll learn to operate under present regulations, change their business model slightly, as we all have to have done over the last few years. The market's constantly changing, and the Swiss private banks are in a very powerful position, as I say, vast amounts of wealth still managed through them globally, and Switzerland's home to the biggest private banks in the world, so I think the market is good for them.
Generally speaking, you think the finance market is overregulated right now?
I think the funds market is not really overregulated. I mean, regulators are looking at it because of concerns of liquidity, especially in bond funds, and I understand their concern. But I think the key difference between banks, insurance companies, and fund managers is that the funds we manage are not on our balance sheet. So only in the event of forced selling are people going to lose out if we did see an unexpected interest rate rise. So the answer is probably no, but much more interest from regulators than there has been in the past.
In Switzerland and the rest of Europe, many asset managers are still controlled by universal banks. Do you think this is going to change?
I think probably we will see more and more banks exiting fund management over the next few years. It's certainly been a trend over the last few years. We've seen Santander, we've seen Unicredito, just in the immediate past. So I do think we will see them perhaps spinning them off as well in a halfway house, or merging them into another asset manager and keeping a stake, because these are the sort of sensible ways of exiting or of selling your asset management operations. So I would expect to see that trend continuing.